back at it again, and without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Alright guys, so for today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than my other videos. I've been doing a lot of filming, pre-filming, getting videos edited, and pushing content out. But one thing I think I'm really lacking on this channel is you guys getting to know me and getting to know who I am. So I thought for today's video, it'd be really fun to sit down, chit-chat while I get ready to do an everyday glam for myself. And I thought, why not tell you guys a little bit about my story and who I am. So, I am going to be using products and kind of sharing with you what I'm doing for today's look before I go ahead and get started. So for today's look, I'm just doing my basic everyday look. This isn't soft glam, this isn't natural glam, this is just what I like to do on a daily basis. So a little backstory on me is I am 23. I know a lot of you guys are looking at me like, wow, you look like you're 12. Yes, I always get that. I do look very young, but yes, I am 23. I can legally drink. I can legally do whatever I want. I am an adult. Crazy, I know. People always say I look so young. Alright guys, so I just went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and used that to prime. For foundation, we're going to go in with a mixture of, this is the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. I absolutely love this. It's hydrating. It gives you a nice dewy skin-like finish. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of my Becca 24-Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation, just because this doesn't give me a ton of coverage, but this has a lot of coverage. So when you mix them, you get kind of like a medium coverage, but you get a really dewy, lightweight version. So a little backstory is I hated makeup in high school. I was the girl that wore yoga pants, a hoodie, and leggings, and my hair was always up in a pony or a bun, and I hardly ever did my hair, my makeup, or anything like that when I was in high school. But I moved here in 2015 when I graduated high school, and I really decided that I didn't want to spend the money on out-of-state tuition, and so I wanted to have residency here before I went to college. I never actually made it to college because I went to beauty school, and I fell in love with doing hair and nails and really making people feel good and confident, and I decided that I was not going to go to college because I fell in love with what I studied in cosmetology school and decided to go work in a salon. I worked in that salon for about a year, and it was not the right fit for me, so I then moved on to another salon where I found my home. I met a lot of great people, and about a year after I started there, I decided I really wanted to venture out into my makeup career, so I went online and did online schooling to get a makeup certification to kind of amp up my resume and really focus on something that I loved and I was passionate about. So I graduated and got certified to do makeup, and then I worked at this salon for about a year and a half afterwards, and I decided, you know, I really wanted to focus on makeup, and I wasn't able to do makeup and hair, that I really just wanted to focus on the makeup. So now I work for Bareminerals, and I love my job, and I get to teach people to do makeup every day, and it's absolutely what I love to do. Alright, going in with concealer, this is the Shape Tape and Porcelain Beige, and we're just going to do this under our eyes and a little in our nose and Cupid's bow. On a good day, you'll catch me do it on my forehead, but usually I don't because I get really, really creasy there, and for some reason, it always looks very cakey. Next, going in with our e.l.f. HD Sheer Powder, we are going to just powder under our eyes and everywhere I put my concealer. So a question I get asked a lot is, you didn't wear makeup in high school and you only started doing makeup 3 years ago. What brought you into makeup? Well, makeup I started getting into in 2016. When I was going through beauty school, one of the subjects that you had to study was makeup, and one of the girls did my makeup. Mind you that I never filled in my brows. I was like a one shadow, maybe some foundation type of girl. No bronzer, no contour, no blush, nothing. Mascara, a little bit of shadow, some foundation. Well, she did my makeup. She did a full glam, a beat, and it was phenomenal. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, oh my gosh, like how did she do this? And I realized then that the confidence and the way that I felt looking in the mirror after having a full face of glam on is what I wanted to make people feel. I wanted people to come and sit in my chair and feel the same way that I walked out looking. And that was just something that was really important to me. So I went through it all. I got certified. I did all the things that I needed to do to get to where I am. Now to set our whole face, we're going to use the Bareminerals Bare Pro Pressed Powder Foundation. And this is in the shade Ivory too. I like to use this sometimes to set my makeup because it gives me a little extra coverage, but also it sets it very nicely and it's a mattifying powder. And I like to use a dense brush when I do this. Now I think it's really important that we teach people that makeup doesn't have to be something where you totally change who you are and you change your face. It's just enhancing the features that you already have and enhancing what makes you you. And like one of the things that I really struggle with sometimes is makeup sometimes can appear to be too much and change me completely. But obviously I do this because this is what I love to do, and I don't do it because I feel like people need to look this way. I do it because it makes me feel good. And one thing I do always tell people is I probably do my makeup anywhere from 4 to 5 times a week. I don't do my makeup every day. And if I do, a lot of the times it's this look that I'm going to do today, and then most days I keep it simple, but when I like to amp it up, yeah, I like to showcase my work. For brows, we're going to fill in our brows with the Morphe. This is in the shade Latte. This is a brow pomade. We're just going to fill in our brows. I'm going to do that off camera just to save a little bit of time, and then we'll come back on to do the rest of my makeup. Alright guys, and my brows are all complete. Now moving on to eyes, what I did is I went ahead and when I carved out my brows, I did place concealer on my eyes, and now I'm just tapping it out, making sure there's no creases. We're going to go in with, this is our e.l.f. powder, and this is a Lexi 250 brush. We're going to dip into that powder, and we're just going to set our lids. Alright, so now that we have our lids set, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my inner corner and under my brow bone. Using my Ofra highlight. This is Glazed Donut. So basically what I feel like my biggest thing is being on social media is to show people that it's unrealistic. Not everybody has a perfect face. Not everybody has a chiseled jawline. Not everybody has that dewy, glowy skin. That makeup doesn't make you look perfect. Makeup really is just made to enhance your features. It's not going to cover up every single blemish you have. And I think that a lot of the times people on social media make those unrealistic expectations. And people I've been really struggling with this lately just by seeing social media and stuff. I see people on there and I'm like, man, it's so discouraging sometimes, like looking on social media and seeing people look perfect, and it's like there's no way that that's realistic. Not everybody has that beautiful glowy skin. They have to use something to make their skin look that dewy or that glowy. You know what I mean? And not everybody has that beautiful filtered chiseled jawline, you know? And for me, it's like I want people to know that makeup doesn't make you look perfect. Makeup has imperfections too. Sometimes you put too much on, you look cakey. When you're oily, your makeup separates within an hour. It's just facts that is what makeup is. And for me, it's really important to share that with people that, yeah, I'm going to sit on a camera and I'm going to talk about how to do makeup and how to create a beautiful bronzy glam or a soft, subtle glam, or a really beautiful pink halo eye. But like, that doesn't mean that there's not imperfections. And when I post on Instagram, I don't filter my photos. I make sure that my photos look 100% real. It's just, it is what it is. When you look at me in person, I'm not going to look like the girl you saw on Instagram. So I really want to put on that makeup. It doesn't have rules, but it's not perfect. And that's just it. It is what it is. Now that our brow bone and inner corner is highlighted, we are going to go in with our Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner I think I've ever owned. We're just going to do a tiny little line, no wing, just to kind of line our lash line so when we put on our falsies, they blend. Alright guys, now that we have our liquid liner on, I'm just going to let that dry real quick. Focusing on makeup to me is where my passion is. It's not a job to me, it's just doing what I love every day. But like, the more you do it and the more you're sitting in front of a camera or posting on Instagram, it feels like a job. So for me, it's really important that we find a balance between filming and being on Instagram to where we're just being ourselves. And I feel like it's hard to find somebody who is real and raw on social media. That's why it's so important to me that I post unfiltered, unedited photos. It just is what it is. Moving on, I'm just going to set my face with the Coty Airspun while I'm letting my liner dry. The reason being is because I am oily. Going in with my favorite pair of lashes, these are the Lilly Lashes in style Miami. Now that our lashes are done, we are going to move on to face. Now for face, I am going to be using the Tarte Pro to Glow palette. It has a bronzer shade and a couple of blush shades. And we're going to start with bronzing. We're going to go in, I don't know where I got this brush, and we're going to go in with that deepest bronze shade. And we're just going to bronze up. Alright guys, so for me, I think it's so important that when being realistic, you kind of know your struggles and you're okay with what you have to work on. For me, it's become not as much of a struggle, but something I'm having to get used to and that I'm having to learn. Is I've always thought I was dry, and so I've treated my skin as if I was dry, and I'm actually oily, so I struggle with getting a perfect base and a perfect canvas for being oily, and it's still a work in progress, and I'm never going to hide that from you guys. Like, I'm always going to be 100% transparent and real with how makeup is, and makeup is not perfect, and you're never going to feel perfect in makeup. And I think for me, beauty is always started on the inside, and I've found love for myself in teaching and being somebody that people can lean on and talk to when they're feeling like they're struggling. Alright guys, and there we are, all bronzed up, going in with blush and using our Morphe E4. We're going to just dip into this soft, subtle pink shade right here, and we're going to apply this on our apples of our cheeks. So I do have a sister. She sometimes lets me glam her, but she's not big into like a brow, or she's more of like maybe a little highlight, a little bit of bronzer, shadow, mascara, lips. She doesn't really do a ton of like powder or, but lately her and my mom, I've been getting them to do a little bit more with their makeup just because I'm trying to teach and show them that it doesn't have to be like full glam, full beat like I do, that you can still get a soft and still feel natural with using just the right amount and right products. Alright, moving on to highlight, we are using our Glazed Donut. This is a Morphe JS4 brush, and we're just going to highlight our face. So yeah, like I just feel like for me, I don't know, I love makeup and I love my job, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And like I said, it's not, to me, it's not a job, it's a passion, but like social media has really taken that and almost taken that away from me. Like, I feel like whenever I log into like Instagram or YouTube, I'm seeing these people have this beautiful skin and this perfect glam, and I just look at it and I'm like, I'll do my makeup the same exact way and I don't look nearly as flawless as they do. And it's come to my attention that it's just unrealistic. There is going to be flaws in your skin, and you are going to feel at times that you could do better. And I feel that way almost all the time. I'm like, wow, my blending could have been better. That photo does not show me makeup artist. But I roll with it, and I just do what I feel I know how to do best, and that's teach people and educate people that makeup is versatile and it's not made for everybody. And you know what? It's okay if you don't like to do a full beat, and that you can still be glamorous with having a soft. And there is the face all complete. I forgot to grab a lip product, so give me a second and I will be right back. Alright guys, taking our ColourPop lip liner, and this is the shade Lumiere. We are just going to outline our lips. Alright guys, now that we are lined, just going in with Enchantment gloss from Lunar Beauty. This is one of my favorite glosses. And last but not least, just setting with our Dew Mist from Bareminerals. This has a nice bit of shimmer in it, and I feel like also too, you can really put this on and you're not going to feel overly dewy, but your skin will feel very hydrated. Alright guys, here is today's look all complete. I hope that you guys had fun with this chit chat get ready with me, and you guys know that there is no rules to makeup, and that you really like this look that I did for you guys today. This is me on the daily basis, and I just wanted to sit down and share that with you guys and let you guys know that there is no rules to makeup, and we can be who we want to be, and we can wear what we want to wear. We can do our makeup however we want. There is no rules. And quit focusing on social media and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, because there really is no boundaries. And on this channel, we are going to focus on just being who we are and playing with makeup, and not focusing on rules or the way that social media perceives makeup. As always, if you like this video and you like me, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload. And as always, I enjoyed sitting down and chatting with you guys today, and can't wait to see you in my next video.